Hi there, this is Nicola from Inspire and Rewire, and what a great morning we had on the fully booked Mindfulness and Beyond talk. We have 3 more workshops coming up. These ones will be smaller to allow for more discussion, to go at our own pace, and also to give more one-to-one support to people. So I've spaced them out end of May, end of June, beginning of September. There's a reason for that, which I'll come back to. Good question that came up today in general is, what is mindfulness anyway? You know, sometimes we hear the term, we don't always know what that means, and it means different things to different people. Really, it's up for discussion, it's up for debate. It comes down to your personal understanding of what it is. And often it has various and differing ways of going about achieving it. So I've read various things, as you've probably done yourself, and experienced things and understood maybe something like the aim of the term mindfulness kind of comes from enjoying life in the now. And so we hear that a lot. Sometimes we spend too much time worrying about the future and seeing that happiness is in the future. That when we get there, that we then start planning again for the future beyond that, and again and again. So we're never really living in the now. We're kind of missing out on life. And the same applies to the past as well. Sometimes we can go back and blame ourselves, blame other people, why this didn't go that way or this way, and sort of attaching strong emotions to that and causing ourselves pain. Wondering what we could have done better. And I always say that, remember, we were all doing the best we can with the information that we have at the time. That goes for your younger self, and it goes for people around you. A bit of compassion for yourself, for other people. There's nothing wrong with planning a bit in the future and organising or looking back and reflecting. It's when it comes quite chronic or extreme that it can cause pain. So there's different ways you can practice bringing mindfulness into your life. Meditation weekly is one. I offer meditation, or NLP techniques, CBT, cognitive behavioural therapy, neuro-linguistic programming. You can have that in workshops or one-to-ones. I also offer that as well. When I look at mindfulness myself, for me though, it's actually about making an intention for a daily mindful choice. So what does that mean then? It means for me pausing in any given moment just to feel calm, to feel centred, before doing something. The doing something is making a new choice. So that might be an internal shift, or it could be an external decision. So it could be pausing on my reaction before I say something, or it could be something much bigger, a much bigger decision that I need to make, and maybe sitting on that and contemplating what's the right thing. Really, this comes from self-awareness. This is where I find peace. And here comes the empowerment when you realise that actually it's your own mind, it's your own well-being that is your responsibility, and accepting that. Accepting life's up and downs, that they will always come, but aiming to just kind of slow down those waves, make them a bit smaller, our internal waves, and smoother. We can't always help the ones that come and knock us out of the blue, but we can learn to ride those waves with this self-awareness, with the tools that we've discovered seem to work for us, and everyone's different. So keep raising your awareness, because that's where you're going to find a shift inside. And we know that when there's a shift inside in the thoughts and emotions, there's a shift in behaviour, and therefore actions, and of course then your life. When we start on our progress, anything that we want to progress, we expect it to go straight up like this, nice and smooth. But as we know, life's not like that. Sometimes we start really motivated. So our workshop 1 is moving into this motivation zone, really getting yourself motivated to find out actually what is it that you really want. Delving under the subconscious, raising that veil, and finding out what you want, what your values are, what you like to do, what brings you joy, your strengths. Trying to find out your purpose, and so on. Maybe things that are holding you back, such as certain thought patterns. Now when you move up, sometimes you have a plateau. It's natural. and you start to lose motivation a bit, and then you're going, you know what, no, I'm going to do this. You get another set of motivation, you move up. Maybe there's another plateau and you're starting to think, yeah, here I go again, losing my focus. And your last bit of motivation might be there, but then there's a bit of a dip. That dip could be either an internal dip or something from external might have impacted you. And you think to yourself that you've gone right back at the beginning, that you started again, that you failed. And actually, when you look at it, there's a huge amount of progress that you've done. You just see it as comparative to this section here. You need to look at that bigger picture. And what's most important is this area here, just before it dips. So if you can, just objectively look back. Once you're starting to feel a bit more happy and confident here, try to objectively look back, stand back and see what happened just before then. This is really good insight and self-awareness to your patterns, to your motives and demotivators. So you're just sort of analysing, raising your self-awareness for you to go back up again. Plateau, you might dip again, but of course it's going to go up in this fashion for you to reach what you want. It's just about building that up, and that's why the first workshop is finding out what you really want, your drivers, your motivators, your values, and what is demotivating you, what's draining you, what's stopping you taking that next step. Do what you love. And the second one is then, okay, got a good idea now, a month later, start to think about things, seed has been planted, and then we're looking at patterns. What are your patterns? How can we change them? How can we rewire, get that habit forming, really applying it regardless of the plateaus and dips? And then a little time passes, seeing how it goes. There might be a big dip or a big plateau. This is also, again, natural. But if you really want to make a change, keep that going. So the September one is, okay, procrastination. Your personal barriers really is what we're looking at. To give you that another boost of motivation to keep that cycle going, to keep you on the right track. So I hope that you can make one or all of these workshops. There's 3 different options. You've got bronze, which is just a one-off workshop. You've got silver, which is all 3, plus a recorded audio, a personalised one of hypno or meditation. And the gold, which is all 3, and the hypno, plus 2 one-to-one sessions of either NLP coaching or hypnotherapy, or a combination. That's up to you. So hopefully I'll see you soon. For now, keep raising that awareness. You can do that to bring your peace in, to make new choices. That raising awareness can come in so many different forms, through meditation, through chatting to a friend, talking to a professional, reading, researching, pondering, journaling, all these different things. Just keep raising that, find out what's going on. Remember, the subconscious is 88% of your whole mind. So we need to find out what is driving you on a daily basis. Once you can shift and rewire under that subconscious, that's what's really going to make a shift and a change for real this time. So good luck, and I'll speak to you soon.